This painting became a true manifesto of beauty in the imagination of Jean-Auguste-Dominique Ingres. Commissioned by Caroline Murat, Napoleon Bonaparte's sister, it depicts a naked woman on silk pillows, turning her head and looking at the viewer over her shoulder. Her body is unrealistically elongated. Critics have calculated that her back has 3 more vertebrae than a real person. But it is precisely in this exaggerated grace that the essence of Ingres' style lies. Beauty does not obey anatomy, it obeys the ideal. The artist combined precision of line with oriental motifs, a fan, a turban, an incense burner, and created a symbol of sensuality that simultaneously distances the viewer. Critics of the 1819 Salon called this work anatomical error, but it later became a model of 19th century aesthetics and an inspiration for Henri Matisse and Pablo Picasso. Before us is the pinnacle of Ingres portrait art. On the canvas is Marie-Clotilde Moitessier, wife of banker Sigisbert Moitessier, depicted in a heavy velvet dress decorated with precious ornamentation. Her pose is static, but it embodies all the grandeur of a 19th century woman. Ingres worked on the painting for over 10 years, searching for the perfect light and balance between body and fabric. Madame Moitessier's gaze is calm, commanding, and almost regal. In the mirror behind her, we see a reflection of her face, a double image that hints at the duality of female nature, external beauty and spiritual beauty. This portrait has become a symbol of female grandeur in French art, and Charles Baudelaire called it the highest manifestation of pictorial nobility. One of the artist's most exquisite works, Portrait of Countess de Haussenville, depicts Louise de Broglie, an intelligent and refined representative of the French aristocracy. She stands in front of a mirror in a silver blue dress, her gaze calm but deep, her face shadowed by thoughtfulness. Behind her, her reflection is visible in the mirror, adding mystery to the scene, a motif of dual images that Ingres often used to show both the external appearance and the inner world of a person. Interestingly, the artist began this work in 1842 but stopped when the Countess became pregnant. He returned to the portrait only 3 years later, when the model was able to pose again. Ingres himself admitted that he was never satisfied with this painting, but the public and her family considered it a masterpiece. Later, the poet Charles Baudelaire wrote that this portrait has as much eroticism as it has spirituality. This work is a continuation of the theme of the Grand Odalisque, but it is more theatrical and rich in detail. In the center is a naked woman resting on pillows. Next to her is a slave girl with a lute. The artist skillfully conveys the texture of fabrics, the shine of pearls, the smell of incense. Everything breathes with oriental luxury. However, behind this beauty lie reflections on power, temptation, and lack of freedom. A black slave girl stands nearby. The contrast between the snow-white body and dark skin creates a symbolic opposition: mistress and servant, beauty and submission. The painting was shown in Paris alongside the Grand Odalisque and the portrait of the Countess de Haussenville and caused a storm of emotions. Critics called these canvases the apogee of sweet eroticism in French painting. In these paintings, Jean-Auguste-Dominique Ingres combined the cold perfection of line with the sensuality of form. His heroines are not just women, but the embodiment of the ideal, unattainable harmony and inner strength. He said, "My art is not the body, but the soul embodied in lines." And it is precisely these lines, precise, pure, flawless, that have made him immortal.